It's another busy day as always. Building my online business in the pockets of my day, teaching people how they can create $900 days from their phone too, because I thought it wasn't possible. But, anyways, we'll jump into that here in a minute. But, man, the weather here in Texas has been beautiful the last few days. Getting ready for turnaround at work. So, uh, yeah, that's about to ramp up. Be crazy. Haven't been in full turnaround mode in a while. And about to roll into 612s every day. So life's gonna be crazy, but that's the um, great thing about having an online business is that when you have systems that work for you, that means that's always working for you. No matter if I'm working 10 hours, 12-hour days, we're busy chasing kids to ball games, whatever it may be. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Talk about how you could do the same thing because um, I didn't know the first thing about it. I didn't know the first thing about creating income online. I thought it was for somebody special. I didn't think a blue collar dad from a small town in Texas could do it. Um, oh, hey, let me take care of some housekeeping real quick. Let me let y'all know um, this is my only account. Okay. My only account. I will not message you first. If you're on the talk, I will not message you first. I don't do crypto. I don't do Telegram. I don't do WhatsApp. So first things first, what's up, Travis? How are you, man? Um, right. And I say that because I already had a copycat account. Y'all can see that right there. It looks like my profile. You go look at the content. What they do is they go in and copy people's content, people that are having success in the online space and building a following, building a business, and they go in and copy their content and try and scam people. Okay. And so that's That's not what I'm about. I'm about helping other busy parents, other busy moms and dads learn how to create income in the online space in the pockets of their day. And tonight, specifically, we're going to be talking about why consistency matters. Okay. Because I see so many things. We'll jump into that here in a minute. Y'all let me know where you're watching from this evening. That's the cool thing about social media, y'all. Right? Um, I get to hang out with people from all over the country, all over the world. Um, all over the United States. I've had people from South Africa, South America, Europe, all over the place, Canada, United States, of course, especially this time of day when I usually go live, get it mostly people from the United States because, well, it's prime time for us. And, and now I get to not only hang out with y'all in the online space, but I get to help other busy families do the same thing. I had a guy that just got started with me. I was on the phone with him yesterday evening doing a quick Zoom, just trying to get him going in the right direction. And he's from Louisiana. We're probably uh, 11, 12 hours apart. And now I get to help him in the online space, help him start learning the skills to start having $900 days himself. Cool. So y'all let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Right? It's always cool seeing where everybody's watching from. And I like some engagement, right? Because it does two things. It not only pushes my content out to other people, right? I don't go live for myself, for my health, for my benefit. I go live to share some hope with other people that there's really a way to get in the online space without dancing, without having a massive following, without being techie, without having a fancy camera. I'm just using my iPhone, you know, being able to use that and learn these skills to start attracting customers to me. Man, I didn't have to go bug friends and family. I didn't have to bug my coworkers because if you've ever tried any of the other things, a lot of things, like I'm guilty, tried the network marketing stuff before. Hey, Moneymaker, what's up? Tried the network marketing thing before, and we built a small business there. And, at the time when our kids were younger, it allowed my wife to stay at home, allowed me not to work so much overtime. And that was great. But things changed with that company. And I got my legs cut out from underneath me, and I didn't want to try anything else. I dang sure didn't want to bug my friends and family again. Right. And if you've ever tried network marketing, drop a one in the comments for me. Multi-level marketing, direct sales, whatever you want to call it. Um, I just didn't want to do that again. And this leads me into why here in a minute why I say consistency matters. What up? How was volleyball? It was good. It didn't sound great. Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all were roughing, huh? But I found a way because where I was at a year ago was I was working a full-time job. I was mowing yards in the evenings, the weekends, and I was missing a lot of time with my family. And years before, working all the overtime, doing the same thing. And I was just looking at life thinking, I didn't get married and have kids to never get to spend time with them. I didn't have a family just to spend all my time working, providing for them, and getting to say goodnight. Right. And so many people are in that cycle, you know, and there's more to life than that. There's definitely more to life. And we did all the things. We cut the budget, we changed internet providers and we changed insurance and we changed TV providers, all the things to save a little money here and there, doing all those things to try and not work the overtime, not work the extra jobs. But life just got expensive. 2020 hit, everything got expensive, right? 4 kids, they're getting older, start driving, college, they're just eating more, they're growing through clothes. Like life just got expensive. My wife had to go back into the workforce. And it just felt like no matter what we did, we could never get ahead in life. And so I started looking for ways that because I knew the online space was it was just mind blowing the kind of money people were making. Seeing people make 5, 10, 20, $30,000 a month. We literally bought a small roll of hamburger tonight that was $7. Bro, we buy our meat in bulk. I might have messed up this year because we usually get a half beef. And I got a quarter beef from another guy, and then like 3 days later, the people that we usually get a half beef from were like, "Hey, do you want a half or a whole beef this year?" I was like, "Both of them are gonna hit at the same time, but we'll eat it." Uh, I eat a lot of meat. Our whole family eats a lot of meat, so buying it in bulk saves us a lot of money. But I started looking in the online space because I knew there had to be a way that I could still work a full time job, but still start creating income in the online space. But I needed something that was going to hold my hand. It was going to walk me through it. It's going to teach me step by step. I needed live mentorship. I needed daily mentorship because I didn't know the first thing about it. But when I found that program to teach me, and I realized that not only it gave me the education, the knowledge, the mentorship, but it gave me the tools to have a system that runs 24/7. That means I can still work my full-time job and that business can still generate $900 days. That means I can be asleep. I can be at my kids' ball games. I can be sitting here at my kitchen table while my wife's getting ready to cook dinner and we just went on a walk, having the peace of mind knowing that that business is always running for me. And if you've never heard of digital marketing, drop a 1 in the comments for me. And if you're new here, you never seen my content before, Logan, I'm a blue collar husband, a dad of 4 from a small town in Texas. And last year, just over a year ago, I found a way to get in the online space and start learning the skills to start attracting customers to me without bugging friends and family, how to make 100% profit on done for you digital products. That meant I didn't have to go create my own products. I didn't have to try and sell somebody else's water bottles or markers or phone stands or whatever for 10% on the talk shop. I mean, that meant that I didn't have to have a massive following. I could start a brand new account, not link my contacts. That way, my friends and family and my coworkers didn't even know I was doing this. Right. And now I get to help other people, other busy parents do the same thing. Do it in the pockets of your day. Right. Could you imagine being at your job and having a $900 day roll in? Waking up in the morning and having a $300 sale while you were asleep where you make 100% profit? We teach you the skills to attract daily paying customers. We give you the opportunity to learn those skills, right? The training's there, the mentorship's there, everything's there, but you got to take hold of it and run with it because it's no different than buying a gym membership. You can buy a gym membership and never show up, and you're not going to get the results you want, right? And so when I saw that like it was available for me, I just had to grab a hold of it and run. Frank, how much does it cost to start up? Man, I've got 4 options, okay? 4 different levels. If anybody else wants to hear about those 4 levels, drop a 4 in the comments for me real quick. And here's the thing, if you're short on time, dailypaychampions.com. You can go up and smash my face on my profile on the talk, smash it again, and there's a link in my bio, and you can click on it, drop your email in. Oh, Carter ejected for spinning. Game's getting chippy and it's not even on yet. Yeah, you can drop your email in there and I'll send you some info within 5 minutes, because that system, that email system that I set up one time, just like you would get, is going to work for you. Okay. So even if I'm on a live right now, you go drop your email in, dailypaychampions.com. Super easy to do. It'll either be in your inbox, spam, junk, or promotions. So let's talk about the 4 options to get started. Okay. No, you're good. All right. And we'll talk about the big dog first because it's our most popular. But like I said, there's 4 options. So you get to start wherever you want, whatever fits your goals and your budget. Okay. Y'all see that? So $900. That is our very top program. It's going to give you all 4 streams of income. So for a one-time investment, even on PAY plans, you can get it on PAY plans for as low as $56 a month. Okay. If you just, that's like I said, that's a one-time investment. You get $1,900 worth of done for you digital products that you get to resell instantly for 100% profit. Right. That means you're not selling some and getting 40%, and I'm getting 10%, and somebody else is getting 10%, and the company's getting 30%. No, you make 100% profit because of a thing called master resale rights. So in digital products, there's different ways, right? And master resale rights have been around forever. This phone I'm on right now, I got from AT&T. They bought the resale rights from Apple. They buy them in bulk, turn around and sell them for a little bit of a markup, and they make money. Apple makes money. But here, your one-time investment, you make 100% profit without a sales quota, without having to meet minimums, without having to build a team and hope that they build a team and sell products and do all the things. You don't have to sell a certain amount to hit 100%. Each and every sale is 100% profit in your pocket. But if you just broke that $900 up over just a year, right? That's a one-time investment, lifetime access to the education. So everything that keeps getting added to it, the extra mentorship, the daily mentorship, the extra training, everything you have lifetime access to. So as it grows, you just get more education. Think about making a one-time investment in college, but you get to go for the rest of your life. You get to learn what's new on social media to attract customers to you. You get to learn affiliate marketing. You get to learn digital marketing. You get to learn how to create multiple streams of passive income. Right. But even if you start just at that top level, you already have 4 streams of income right off the bat, because you can resell each one of these for 100% profit. Right. But you may say, Logan, man, $900, even at $56 a month, man, that's a lot of money. Right. If $900 sounds like a lot of money, drop a 1 in the comments for me. Okay. Because if you break it down just over a year for your own online business, it's going to teach you how to start attracting daily paying $900 customers. Hey, Sean, I appreciate the follow. If y'all are just hopping in or you're on the outside looking in, hop in here. Let me know where you're watching from. Again, this is my only account. I'll say this often. This is my only account. I will not message you first, because what will happen is they come on here on some random accounts, look like a normal person, and they've got a profile that they copied mine. They copied my content. They copied my profile picture. Very similar username. They'll send you a message. I will not message you first. I want that loud and clear. If you hear me on that, put a 1 in the comments for me. And I don't do Telegram. I'm not going to hit you up on Telegram, on WhatsApp. I don't do crypto. I'm not going to ask for Apple iTunes gift cards. I've heard it all. Okay. Quit saying sorry. You're fine, right? But if you just broke that $900 up over a year, Frank, I don't know why that filtered your comment, man. What is going on? Me. There it goes. There it is. Let's approve that thing. Frank heard me. What is going on with the TikTok? It's been crazy today. A bunch of us. Oh man, I've had a bunch of people I've talked to respond to a comment on a video today, and then it automatically gets flagged and taken down. I'm like, what the heck? Appeal it, gets put right back. I'm like, what is going on? Something's changed in the algorithm. That's another thing about the program, right? When things change in the algorithms, when different things are working, you get that mentorship that has tried it, proven it, see what's working now. Because there's so many times I see people jump on a trend. Some content creator says, hey, jump on this new trend. It's working. Great. But if you don't know how to use it the right way, you end up in the wrong place. But we teach you how to train the algorithm to work for you to attract your perfect customer. And if you've ever seen The Patriot with Mel Gibson, aim small, miss small. Appreciate the likes, y'all. Where y'all watching from this evening? But if you just broke that down over a year, that's less than $2.50 a day. How many of y'all guilty are spending that much on energy drinks or tea or going through the McDonald's fast food drive-thru spending $14 on a meal? But we're not willing to invest $2.50 a day in a business that can pay us multiple six figures in a year, right? Because if we're teaching you how to attract daily paying $900 customers, and don't get me confused here, right? If you're brand new like I was, you don't have a following, you're not a content creator, you don't know the first thing about marketing, you don't know the first thing about building your brand, building a following, that's okay. We're going to teach you. But day one, you're probably not going to have a $900 day, and that's okay. Right? I realized if I was willing to spend 40 years working 40 plus hours a week at a business, at a job, just to barely get by, why wouldn't I be willing to spend 2 hours a day on my own business that I make 100% profit? I'm not making somebody else rich, and give it 2 years, 3 years, right? Because $900 a day over a year is $328,500. And I could not wrap my head around it in the beginning. I was like, there's no way a blue collar husband, a dad of four from a little one stoplight town in Texas could make that kind of money in the online space. I don't know the first thing about it. And so I shrunk my belief. I didn't shrink my belief in digital marketing. I didn't shrink my belief in the skills and the strategies, but I shrank my belief in me. Right. I thought, man, if I could just have $100 days, just alongside my full-time job, that's an extra $36,500 a year. Like that would help us get out of debt in a hurry. That would help us get rid of that credit card. That would help us snowball debt and get rid of the car payments and get rid of the house payments and be able to put money back for vacation and put money back for college funds, things that we weren't prepared for. And with 4 kids, that's a lot of college. Right. But I thought, man, if I could just make $300 a day in my first year, that's $109,500. That's a six-figure income in 2 hours a day from my phone. And I'm sharing this because it's not to brag. What's up, Mike? It's not to brag. I hope that you see what I saw too, that you can do this. You can get in the online space and attract your customers, people that are just like you. You get to share your story. Hey, I appreciate it, man. You get to share your story. Man, those likes are only at 57 tonight. Let's get those likes up there, right? Because it not only helps push my content out, but it teaches TikTok that you're an active part of the community. And that's what TikTok wants. They want to be a search engine and they want to be a community. They want to keep people on the app. They want people to engage. And when people engage, when they like and they share and they comment, that raises that big flag for TikTok and says, hey, they're an active part of the community. Let's push their content out, right? And like tonight, inside my own community, inside school, I'm going to be making a video about how to train the algorithm, how to engage the right way without being salesy, without being pushy, without even saying anything about making money online, how to train the algorithm, how to attract customers to you. And if y'all want to get inside that free community, listen, drop your email in here, okay? dailypaychampions.com. That second email you'll get from me will have a link to my community. It's a free community. You can get inside there, get your questions answered, get away from the scammers and the copycat profiles on here. Okay. But I saw that if I could just average $300 a day, that's over $109,000 a year. And if I could get better and better year two, that's $219,000 a year. And if I can get better and better in year three, that's $328,500 a year. If you were just doing those top three, 109, 219, 328, that's over $600,000 in 3 years. How long would it take you at your job? How many years would it take you to make $600,000? But you can do this in the pockets of your day. And that's not the limit. You're not limited on one sale a day, right? Seeing people have $1,800 days and $2,700 days, still only working 2 hours a day because you have systems that work for you. All right. Y'all take a screenshot of that real quick. 3, 2, 1. All right. If you want to hear about that 2 hour workday and how to have systems work for you to give you your time back, to give you that time, like me and my wife, I got off work, got home. She got off work. She gets to work from home, which is a blessing and a curse. But she got off work. We went for a walk for 54 minutes. Just me and her hanging out, talking, dreaming. Things I wouldn't have been able to do a year ago because I was out mowing yards in the evenings, trying to create a little bit of extra income. But now I can have those $900 sales come rolling in, making 100% profit while I'm out on a walk with my wife, while I'm sitting here on a live. And I get to lock arms with other busy parents, other dads, and help them start doing the same thing, start learning the skills. Right? But you got to show up for yourself because I can only lead a horse to water. I can't make them drink. Right? You've always heard that, or at least in this part of the world, in Texas, people say that all the time. It just means I can show you what's out there. I can paint the picture for you. You could even buy your own program at any one of those levels. But if you don't get inside and learn the skills and put them to action, nothing's going to happen. Right. And that's one thing that's very important is that you have to put it into action. All the knowledge, all the wisdom in the world is useless if you don't put it into action. If you learn how to be a really good parent, but you don't put it into action, you're probably going to have some troublesome kids. If you don't, you can learn how to be a great husband and don't put it into action, your marriage is going to be on the rocks. You can learn how to run all kinds of equipment, be a great equipment operator, but never set foot inside of equipment. Are you going to make any money doing it? No, you have to put it into action. You have to put these skills into action. So don't just think this is, I got to get in there and learn all these things. No, you can start learning and earning day one. You can get everything set up 24 to 48 hours. You can have a website and an email system that runs for you in the background 24/7, right? And this is how you do it. This is what the 2 hour workday looks like. And if you've ever thought making content just sounds way outside your comfort zone, drop a 1 in the comments for me because I know I'm not the only one, right? I know that it was outside of my comfort zone. It was not comfortable, right? Being able to put myself in front of the camera. Shoot, a year ago, I told myself I would never go live, right? But could you? And I had heard this term. I saw it on Instagram a lot, talking about B-roll footage. Do you know if you know what B-roll footage is? Drop a 2 in the comments for me because I didn't know. Right? B-roll footage is one of my favorite things to do. A 7, 8 second video where I'm not even talking. right? I may record a video, mute it, put some music to it, put some words on the screen, the attraction marketing method, using that to share my story, to share some hope with some other people and show them what's possible. Short little script on the screen, some hashtags that fit my content. Learned all this inside the program. I didn't know the first thing about it. Send it out. Now that content is out there working for you 24/7, attracting customers to you, right? This morning, I posted one. What did I say? I'm just a 43-year-old blue collar dad that was tired. I was tired of busting my butt at work and watching people make money online. And so I found a way to start having $900 days from my phone with 2 hours a day. If you want to learn more, drop tired in the comments. Right? And inside my community today, I was like, hey, or yesterday and today, I was like, hey, this is working. Go use this sound, use something very similar to this. Just change it and make it your own. Right? There's no need to reinvent the wheel. You've got people showing you, people that have had a proven track record that have make thousands of dollars a day, a week, a month in the online space, people making six figures and multiple six figures, saying this is the way to go. We've paved the path. We've removed the roadblocks and obstacles. All you have to do is get on the path and follow it. That's the power of having a mentor, right? So 3 pieces of content and 2 of mine a day are that 7-second video where I'm not even talking, put some words on the screen. Another one might be talking for a minute and a half. I didn't know the first thing to say. I didn't know what to do, but the program, the daily mentorship inside there, giving me actionable steps saying, hey, here's 3 content ideas for today. Run with it. Okay, well, I can do that. If you're going to hold my hand and tell me what to do, I can do that because when Michelle, the creator of this program, is giving us those daily videos and she's made multiple millions of dollars in the online space in less than 3 years, why would I want to reinvent the wheel and try to do something different? Just follow the proven path. And when I saw I could do that, I could start just following that proven path and I could get out of my comfort zone a little bit. I knew it would get easier and easier. Right? When I started my job, I didn't know everything about it. It was uncomfortable the first day. I didn't know everybody. I didn't know where anything was at. I didn't know their policies and procedures and their internet website, like all that stuff. I didn't know any of that, right? It was uncomfortable, but I was willing to show up to provide for my family. And I was willing to show up 40 plus hours a week in that uncomfortable spot, knowing I would get better and better and more comfortable with it. That's the same mindset you got to have here. It's uncomfortable in the beginning, and that's okay. It's something new. You didn't know how to walk when you were born. You didn't know how to run when you were born. You learned how to crawl and you learned how to stand up. You learned how to walk, and then you walked a little bit faster, and then you kind of jogged and you fell down along the way and you bumped your knee and scraped your elbow and bumped your head. And that's okay. It's all part of the learning process. You don't have to be perfect to get started. You just have to be willing to have a deep desire for something to change and maybe create some B-roll footage. I started faceless. Wasn't working as fast as I wanted to. And I listened to some of those 6-figure mentors inside the community. And they said, hey, faceless, you can do it. It's a slower game. I didn't want slow. I wanted fast momentum, right? Because what I know in anything in life, sports, life in general, if you don't see victories quickly, whether you're trying to lose weight, playing baseball, trying to build an online business, if you don't see victories quickly, all you're going to see is the losses. And when you're your own boss and you don't have anybody showing up every day besides you going, hey Travis, did you make your 3 videos today? Oh man, I took the day off. And one day turns into 2, and 2 turns into a week, and a week turns into a month. And then pretty soon people are like, oh, it didn't work for me. Well, did it not work for you, or did you not work for it? And that's not being rude. It's not being hateful. It's just I've seen so many things, right? So 3 pieces of content a day. That content's out there working for you 24/7. then respond, if I can write, respond to some comments, respond to some messages. So when somebody says, "Hey, I'm tired," in my comments because of that video, I say, "Hey, go to dailypaidchampions.com, drop your email in, I'll get you some information. It'll either be in your inbox, spam, junk, or promotion folder. Check it out, get back with me. I even send you a free blueprint, step-by-step strategy, the exact strategy that I use and over 55,000 people inside our community use." I appreciate the follow, Doc. Y'all let me know where you're watching from in the comments. All right, respond to some messages. And now I go live or I post in my stories. In the beginning, I did some of the free online ads. Okay. Florida, what part of Florida, Doc? Love Florida, man. That's funny because years ago I was not a beach person. If you can't tell by the red beard, just fry. But something different about Florida. Travis in Alaska, something different about Florida. Like actually get a tan down there. So maybe that's it. And the beaches are a lot better than the beaches here in Texas. Travis, man, I appreciate you being on. I appreciate everybody being on here. St. Augustine, never been to that side. Or is that south of Tampa? Yeah, humidity. But if you stay right by the water and stay in the water, it's not too bad. Right. So going live, posting your stories, you can do free online ads. We give you 200 websites that you can go post free online ads on these high traffic websites. Mike from Missouri. We even give you free copy paste ads. I would recommend using them like a template, changing them a little bit to fit you. South of Jacksonville. Okay. Okay. My bad. I was way off. We've been to Cocoa Beach, PCB, Clearwater, the touristy places, getting all us tourists in town. Yeah. Um, but yeah, like just like this year, we were going to Cocoa Beach. We were flying to Orlando from Texas. Go Jags. I'm a Packers fan. Got nothing against the Jags though. Right? But I get all that done in 2 hours a day. I do it in the pockets of my day. So before work, like my day, right? I get up, I read my Bible, do my quiet time, I go work out in the shop, and then I may create a video real quick, take me 5-10 minutes. May do a talking video, right? Record it, post it, bam, it's out. I go to work by 6:30. My lunch break, I may do another 8-second video, send it out, and it's out there working. Get off work, make another 8-second video, or maybe I've got something on my heart that I want to share that day. Create another 1 second or 1 second, a 1 minute video, right? It kind of just changes every day. Depends on how much time I've got. When we're super busy, I'm real heavy on those 7-8 second videos where I'm not even talking, just put some words on the screen using the attraction marketing method inside the program, put some hashtags to it, some good music, send it out. And it's always out there working. And I posted one 5 minutes before I got on a live. And every time somebody sees that on their For You page, now, like, right, I put the little tag on there that I was going live. They can click on it. TikTok shows them that I'm going live. They can click on it, come hop in, see if it's for them or not. Right. And if it's not for you, that's okay. But if it is, I want to lock arms with you and help you start learning the skills to start having $900 days on repeat, having 100 and 300 and 600 and $900 days. That $900 program is our most popular because it comes with 4 streams of income. It comes with the most mentorship. It comes with the most education. It teaches you affiliate marketing. You get faceless with all of them. It teaches you how to create your own community. Man, if you like fishing and you want to create your own community around fishing, you can do that. It teaches you how to market anything. Name of the company, Legacy Builder. You ever heard of digital marketing, Doc? So it teaches you how to market anything. So even if you have your own business, what do you need if you have your own business? You need customers. And you can use social media the right way. I see people every day doing it the wrong way. You can use social media the right way, and different platforms are different animals, right? But you can use it the right way to attract customers to you without being salesy, without being pushy, and just say, hey, go check it out. You can click the link in my bio. I'll send you some information, see if it's for you. And those emails, that email system is always working for you. And we even give you 30 done for you email templates. You can copy, paste, plug them into the program. We give you the email system for free, teach you how to use it for free. Plug those emails in, you make some adjustments, plug your website in, plug your story in, change a little bit here and there. You set them up one time and now they go to work for you. This is what's going to give you your time back. This is what's going to do the heavy lifting, right? And if you don't know what automations are, drop a 1 in the comments for me. Doc said, yes, heard of digital marketing. Awesome. Have you looked into it, Doc? Right, because I thought it wasn't for me. Like, I'm just a blue collar husband, a dad of 4. Like, I didn't have a following. I didn't know the first thing about it, but I was willing to learn. Because if I was willing to go work 40 hours and get off work and go mow yards for another 4 or 5 hours in the evenings, you saw me before. Well, welcome back, man. Did you run across my content or my lives? I've just recently started going live consistently. Work's about to get crazy because we're about to be in a turnaround starting Monday. Ooh, 12-hour days, 6 days a week. If I'm lucky, maybe 13 on, 1 off. Guess I'll find out tomorrow. You're relatable. That's what I wanted. When I saw that I could just be me and be relatable, I didn't have to be a sleazeball, used car salesman. Like, I could just be me. I could be myself. I didn't have to dance on TikTok. I didn't have to do anything crazy. I could make some basic videos and show other people that you can really do this in the pockets of your day. Right? Because at first, I'll be honest, right? I say this all the time. When I looked at it, I was like, I don't have 2 hours a day. So I appreciate the relatable comment, Doc, because that's what I just try and be. Right? But being able to fit it in the pockets of my day, I realized that time I was already scrolling social media, doom scrolling, wasting time. Right? How many of us do that? We get on. I am super guilty, especially on FB. I'm like, oh, what was that guy's name? I saw him post something about golf clubs or something. I'll go look him up real quick, and then you get lost in the scroll. Next steps, Doc. All right. Have you already went here and dropped your email in, man? If you do, as soon as you drop your email in, hit that box, you will see me, short video of me. There'll be a button underneath it, take you to the next step. It's a video of Michelle that created this program. You can hit the button below it, and you'll be able to see all. Right? You can click that button below me that says, yes, I'm ready to have a successful online business. And then that video page of Michelle pops up. And right below it says again, yes, I'm in. Show me how to make daily pay. You click on that, and then it's going to take you to my full website. It's got tons of videos on there. It's got who this is for, who this is not. You can go on there, decide which one of the 4 programs. How about payments? Yeah, we can talk about that. You can decide which one of the 4 programs fits your budget and fits your goals, right? Because if you start at the $100, you get to resell that one for 100% profit. But if you start at the 300, you get to resell the 300 and the 100, right? And so then as it goes up, you get more mentorship, you get more training, you get more income streams. Yes, for more income streams, drop a yes for yes. I want all 4 income streams. I want $1,900 worth of done for you digital products that I make 100% profit on. Absolutely. That means I don't have to create anything. That means I don't have to market somebody else's water bottle, $30 water bottle for 10% and make $3. I don't have to have 300 sales to make $900. I can make $900 with 1 sale. Right. And so if you start at the top one, wherever you invest, you get everything below it. And that's why that $900 program is the most popular. Now, PAY options. there are PAY options. You can get that $900 program for as low as $56 a month. You can do like my buddy Brian in Alabama, a blue collar husband, a father of one, working shift work, 7 on, 7 off, days and nights. Got started for $56 a month, got zero down, made $1,800 in less than 2 weeks. Made his investment back, was in profit mode with that second sale, and then within 6 weeks made $6,200. I don't know where he's at now. In 2 months, he's probably around the 10 grand mark, right? And so he started as a brand new beginner. He did just like I did, created a brand new TikTok, didn't link his contacts. He was just coachable. He started showing up, started learning the skills, started creating the content, started attracting customers to him, just being real and raw and relatable. And his customers are a little bit different than mine because he's younger than I am. He's from a different part of the country. He's got a little bit different accent, right? People hear me and they don't associate me with Mississippi because I'm not from Mississippi or Alabama, right? So all these things that make you set you apart. And there's people out there that are just like you that need to hear your story, that want to hear your story, that want to relate to you. And they find somebody they relate to and they're like, yeah, I feel like I know, like, and trust that person. I can relate to that person. Their struggles are the same struggles I have. They saw a solution. I'm looking for a solution. This is what they're doing. Like, I want that hope in my life too. Right. And so there are payment options. There's all kinds of payment options on there. Um, but yeah, and all four of them, you can get them on different payment options. Klarna looks to be the best one for the most part. That's the one you can get it for as low as $56 a month. And here's the deal, right? All four of those levels there is a one-time admin fee because it's for your own website. And that website is 95% done for you. It's $39. Okay. But if you're on my live tonight and you say, hey, I want to get started at that $900 level, I will reimburse you that $39. Okay. You're going to get inside the program, you're going to get access to it instantly. It's going to get delivered to your email. You're going to get access to the community with over 55,000 people. I've started my own community for my customers, people that are interested in learning more about digital marketing as well, where I do some more personal one-on-one coaching. Just like yesterday, I was on the phone with a guy, 30 minutes. We talked a little bit, got to know each other, kind of got to know his story. I share my story all the time and got him pointing in the right direction. And what's up, Paul? Paul's in our community. Paul's getting everything set up. We got a call scheduled tomorrow evening. Paul, did you get my message about the Google Meet? I sent it to you in school. I sent you the link. We're going to help Paul get going in the right direction. Awesome, man. Awesome. Like I said, if you get started at that top program, even on PAY plans, you still get access to the full program. You still get access to the 100% resale rights. So that means you could do like Brian, not even make a payment yet and already be in profit mode before his first payment was ever even due. He'd recouped his full investment and then was in profit mode within less than 2 weeks. $1,800 in less than 2 weeks, $6,300 in right under 6 weeks. Right? And everybody moves at a different pace. I didn't make my first sale for a month. Right? But I didn't want to bug friends and family. Hindsight, I would have done it a little bit different. I would have learned the attraction marketing. That meant I could still post on my personal page and not be salesy and not be pushy and not feel like I'm bugging my friends and family, because there's plenty of people that I know out there on social media that have known me for years and I've known them for years that need a little bit of hope. I get messages all the time. Hey man, I got one the other day. Hey man, I work for the railroad. I've seen your content. Like, I'm looking at getting a different job because the railroad, like, it's just works fizzling out and I need something else. Right? Like Paul. Paul's been through it here lately. Paul's had his own vending machine set up, car washes and stuff. Like that's a good source of income, passive income, right? Well, people showed up, something completely outside of his control. People showed up, vandalized his machines, and the car wash owner said, "Hey, we want you to get those out of there." Overnight, he had to go get his income streams and remove them, right? But now he's getting set up with a legacy builder program. He can start creating content. We're going to get him pointing in the right direction tomorrow. You bet, Paul. Get him pointing in the right direction tomorrow. He's almost got everything set up. A few little things we can get him pointed on, right? Like I said, inside my community, I'm going to do that training on training the algorithm so that when you post your content, it goes to the people that you want it to go to. It doesn't just go out to everyone in the world. You train the algorithm who you are and who you want your content to go to. Then it's very targeted on who it pushes your content out to. Think about when you, right? This is some of that training. Think about when you go search English Bulldogs. Right? I'm doing this one because it drives my wife crazy. I love English Bulldogs. We're on our second one, but our oldest daughter sent me a deal on IG the other day, and it was Pancake the Bulldog, and all the quirks about bulldogs. They're not, they're all different, but they all have the same quirks, and so it was funny, right? But what happened that I watched that video, and then I sent that video to my wife. What started showing up on my, I don't even know what you call it on IG, your feed. What started showing up on my feed? More English Bulldog stuff. Another family posting pictures and videos of their bulldogs, all the funny stuff that they do, right? Because where you engage, absolutely. That's where I fell in love. This is totally off subject, y'all, but this is just me, right? This is my squirrel brain sometimes. Paul said British Bulldogs rock. This is how I fell in love with British Bulldogs, English Bulldogs. I used to watch wrestling when I was a kid. Anybody else watch wrestling when they were younger? Now I'm 43. Right? This was like the Hulk Hogan, Sting, Ric Flair, Macho Man, all that time, and the British Bulldog. Oh, look, see, there's another scammer jumped on. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. They hopped off before I could block them. Okay. But I will not send you a message first. I will not DM you first. I will not um, send you a friend request first. I will not ask you to do Telegram, WhatsApp. I'm not going to ask you about your investing company and none of that stuff. Okay. So I want you to put a one in the comments if you hear me on that. I will not message you first. This is my only account. They may look like me, but they are scammers. They are copycat accounts that are trying to take advantage of you because they see people that want to make money in the online space, and then they'll be like, "Hey, well, if you could just do, $200, send it to me. You can get it right back out like in a week." I've seen all kinds of stuff. People sending me screenshots of different conversations. It's wild what they try and scam people with. But the British Bulldog always walked out in wrestling with a British Bulldog, English Bulldog, and I fell in love with them. So much so that I asked my parents to get me a Georgia hat when I was probably 11. I wanted a Georgia Bulldogs hat because they had that bulldog on there, and I knew they were red, black, and white. Didn't know much else about them, but I thought it was cool because they had a bulldog. Well, our school colors growing up were blue and white, so my parents found a bulldog hat that was blue, gray, and white. Guess what? It wasn't the Georgia Bulldogs. It was the Georgetown Hoyas. Not even sure what a Hoya is, but that bulldog looked kind of funny. But it had a bulldog on it, and it was our school colors, and they thought it was cool. Thought I would like it. But totally off subject. Squirrel brain, right? Stinking bulldogs, love them. Right, but when you go search those things, that's what starts getting pushed out to you. You start seeing more of it. That's the same thing here. This is how you train the algorithm. You create a separate account, you keep it business based. You don't go search recipes, you don't go search funny videos. You search who your perfect customer is, right? Mine's a blue collar dad, a blue collar husband. Mine is busy parents. And so I go search those things. And I'm giving this to you for free here, right? You can, and I'll go in more in depth inside my community. Um, but you can go find, like I could go find Paul's video. I may search, you know, dad talk, and Paul happens to pop up and I see some of his content. Maybe he's got a bulldog in the video. And I'm like, hey, that's a really cool bulldog. I love them. We're on our second one. They're a handful, but I love them, man. Cool bulldog. Well, what's Paul going to naturally do? More often than not, because we're curious, like, hey, somebody engaged with my video. They thought, they left a genuine, nice comment. I'm going to go see what their content's about. But keep in mind, this is more about training the algorithm, because that's telling the algorithm this is who I'm searching for. This is who I go engage with. And that teaches the algorithm. The algorithm says, hey, I see you engaging there. I see you searching that. I'm going to push your content out to more people like that. Now, if I just go search bulldogs and comment on their stuff, guess where my content's going to go? My content about making money in the online space, about making 100% profit with a 2-hour workday, is now going to start getting pushed out to people making bulldog videos. Like, that's not my perfect customer, right? And this is where the program comes into play. This is where I come into play, and I help you train your algorithm through these different tips and techniques and strategies that I've learned in the last year in the online space, so that you have a faster track to having success, so that you can start day one, train your algorithm. And listen, set a timer for 10 minutes. Don't spend any more than 10 minutes a day doing it. Maybe when you're brand new, maybe spend a little bit longer, but not much. I would recommend setting a timer, because what happens when we get on social media, we start doom scrolling, we start commenting. Next thing you know, we're off track, and it's been 30 minutes. It's been 40 minutes. Right? And if you've ever doom scrolled social media and wasted that kind of time, drop a 1 in the comments for me, because I know I'm not the only one, right? And I know I'm not the only one. Squirrel all the time. And we got, right? You got my 2 daughters in here in the kitchen. My wife's working on dinner. Youngest son, who knows what he's doing. But now, instead of being out mowing yards and getting home late in the evening, unloading the trailer, coming in after everybody's already eaten dinner and eating it by myself, now I get to put in a little bit of work from my phone, sitting right here. Right? I get to enjoy time with my family. I get to have that system still work for me, whether I'm on a live, whether I've got my feet kicked up and I'm reading my book when the kids go to bed, when me and my wife are out on a walk, working my full-time job, because I knew working a full-time job, I know what they're designed to do, right? They're designed to keep you there, pay you just enough so that you don't leave, but never really be able to get ahead in life. You've got to have other income streams to really get ahead, to be able to travel when and where you want to be able to live a life completely debt free and not have to check your bank account when you go get fuel, or not check your bank account when you go to get groceries. You're going to have to do something different if you want to be at every one of your kids' ball games. Right? You're going to have to do something different. And creating multiple streams of income, I knew was where to be, but I wasn't willing to give up my full-time job and give up that income to start a brand new brick and mortar business. I didn't have the finances to go buy 10 rent houses. I knew that was a way to generate income. When we've got 1 rent house, yeah, I would love to have 20 of them. Make money here, get out of debt, have money set aside for college and vacations and all those things, start investing money into other things, right? $328,000 a year. I can start investing in a lot of other things, diversifying, creating more passive streams of income. Like, this is the bigger picture. It's not just making $100,000 in the online space. It's what you can do with it. It's what it gives you back, right? In the beginning, I was just looking to get that time for mowing yards back with my family. And then I thought, well, if I can get my wife home from work, and then maybe eventually I can get home from work. But along the way, I could start creating other streams of passive income, because every market ebbs and flows. There's ups and downs in the housing market. There's ups and downs in everything. The stock market, crypto, whatever. I'm not into crypto, but maybe Maybe I will be someday. I'm not going to be asking you for crypto on here though, right? And so I saw the bigger picture. I saw the hope that I could start in the online space, build a following, build a brand, start getting monetized on social media, start creating multiple streams of income. I could start promoting done for you digital products that I didn't create, but still make 100% profit. And I hope that you see the same thing because it's absolutely possible. And I hadn't even touched on this tonight, y'all. I was completely off track, but being consistent is huge, right? I'm seeing it again right now. I've been in this space for just over a year and I've seen it happen. I've seen people get in here in digital marketing and they've already got a warm market. If you don't know what a warm market is, drop a one in the comments for me. I'll explain it real quick. Right? They burn through their warm market. They make $30,000 in 3 months, or they make $54,000 in 2 months, and they burn through their warm market and they didn't actually learn the skills. Right? A warm market is just like the people that already know, like, and trust you. And I've seen people jump from multi-level marketing to multi-level marketing, from here to there, doing this weight loss, this energy, this and that. Seen them jump into digital marketing, have some success because they already have a following of people that know, like, and trust them. And they're like, hey, I'm about making money in the pockets of my day. I'm about that side hustle. And now I found the one that is gonna rock it. And they don't actually learn the skills to start attracting customers to them on social media. I get the whole family. Well, the whole family that still lives at home. Our oldest one's off to college now. Still weird. But they don't learn those skills. And so what happens? They get flashy object syndrome and they jump to the next thing. And they jump over there and they're like, hey, man, I found this one. Man, it's gonna revolutionize things. We're gonna crush it. And they burn through their warm market again. And now instead of making $30,000 in 3 months, they might make $20,000 in 3 months. And they go, well, it's not working for me. And they jump to the next thing 3 months later. And now it's, hey, you can lose 30 pounds in 30 minutes with this all natural Ozempic powder. You can have energy for days if you put this cream on your face. Like, it's life changing. And what happens? They burn through their warm market because they don't learn the skills to attract customers to them like this program teaches you. They don't actually sink their teeth into it and learn it and put it into action, and they jump to the next flashy thing and they're like, that didn't work for me, and that didn't work for me, and that didn't work for me, and that didn't work for me. No, it's not that it didn't work for you, it's that you didn't work and learn the skills and implement them. You didn't work for it. You can jump from gym to gym and go, well, the gym doesn't work for me. How many times you go to the gym a week? None. Oh, okay. Or, man, I went that first 2 weeks, I lost 7 pounds. Hey, I appreciate the follow. I lost 7 pounds in those first 2 weeks, but uh, my diet was, I was just still eating the same thing. Didn't really know what I was doing in the gym. I got kind of bored that next week. I didn't lose any weight, and I quit going. So I went to a different gym. What kind of sense does that make? It doesn't make any sense. If they want to lose 60 pounds, like, it's going to take some time. You got to learn how to work out. You got to learn about nutrition. You got to learn about sleep. If you want to take supplements, you got to learn about the right supplements and all the things, right? You got to learn about insulin resistance. Like, you put all those things into action and you're going to build lean muscle. You're going to lose fat. But if you don't, jump into a new gym's not going to fix it. Having new paint on the walls and different machines isn't going to fix it. Just like in the online space, if you just jump from program to program to program, because, well, this person I saw them make $20,000 their first month. Well, yeah, guess what they were doing? They were jumping too. They were jumping from program to program. They're not learning the real skills. And so they think this next one's going to be the quick win. But I am here to tell you, if you're consistent, you're coachable, the sky's the limit. The sky is absolutely the limit. Right. And I, like, inside my community today, Paul can tell you, I posted about setting goals that I say, what's your goal? Do you want to make $10,000 a month? No, I talked about things that you can control, right? Small victories that lead along the way. What are things that you can control? You can create those 3 pieces of content a day. You can respond to some messages. You can go live. Well, not in the beginning because you have to have like 1,000 followers. Right? You can go live. You can post in your stories. You can post free online ads. You can do that targeted engagement, train the algorithm, and attract people to you without being salesy. You can do all those things. And when you consistently do those things day in and day out, it might take you a month like it did me to make my first sale. It might take you like Brian. The goal has a map to follow. Yeah. Like this program is going to teach you all these things step by step by step, day by day. Right? Don't get in there and think you have to learn everything all at once before you ever even get started. No, learn along the way. Start creating that content. Start attracting customers. Share your journey. People love to follow people's journeys. Hey, I'm brand new in digital marketing. I'm a 43-year-old dad. All I've known all my life is trading hours for dollars. But I found a way that's teaching me to have $900 days for my phone in a couple hours a day. And I'm super excited about it. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. Follow along. Like it's that simple. That could be your first video, right? But you make it who you are. You're probably not a 43-year-old husband, dad of 4 from a small town in Texas. That's me, right? That's that targeted, real narrow, aim small, miss small at my target. If I aim at that, I'm still going to hit people around that target. I'm still going to hit other dads. I'm going to still hit people from Texas. I'm going to still hit other busy parents. And that's what you learn to do inside this program, right? And I truly have a heart. I want to lock arms with people and see them win too. I want to see dads get time back with their family. I want to see people get out of debt. I want to see moms and dads being at all the ball games. I want to see mom and dads that don't have that stress of having to check the bank account when they go get gas or groceries and carry that stress home when they walk in the door and they're already stressed about it. And then one little thing makes them explode because the financial stress that we all carry that keeps us up at night. Like there is a way to relieve that. There's hope that you can get an online space and start having your own $900 days. What if it was just $900 a month in the beginning? What if it was $900 weeks? What would $900 a week do for you? Like if you got started September 4th, 2025, and you had 3 $900 weeks this month, what would that do for you? What would an extra $2,700 this month do for you? What would you do with it? Paul says, I want to help dads have more time with their kids. Amen, man. See, Paul's from Texas, just the complete other side of Texas. He's a dad, right? And his story is a little bit different than mine. So his perfect customer is going to be a little bit different than mine. His story is different than mine. And when he gets out there and shares his story and shares his message and shares the hope that he saw to be able to create income in the online space, that's going to attract people just like Paul to him. And he's going to make 100% profit. I'm not going to make anything, right? Gunner, I appreciate the like. Listen, if y'all want some more information, dailypaychampions.com. Drop your email in there. I will send you some information. If you don't see it in your inbox, it'll be in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Okay. There are PAY plans as low as $56 a month, even for the top program. Do what, Betsy? Do what? Do I want a hat? No, I'm good. I'm about to hop off. But before I go, do you have any questions? Okay, now's the time to ask them. I know a lot of people don't like to ask questions in the comments because it always happens. I'll get off my live and I'll have a DM from somebody that has a question about something, and that's fine too. This is a helpful, selfless team. Logan Rocks is a mentor. I appreciate that, Paul. I really appreciate. What is this? To co-host? No, I'm good. Appreciate it. Somebody invited me to co-host. No thanks. But now's a great time to get any questions answered. You got some questions you want to see inside the program? You want to see the automated system? Like I can show you inside the program. I can show you what it looks like. Right? When you get finished watching a video all the way through, it's got a little check mark out there. What's up, Brian? We were just talking about you earlier, man. How are you, brother? Brian, what's your favorite thing about digital marketing so far? 2 months in, almost 2 months in. What's your favorite thing, brother? I think for me is that I love that I can I can make a full-time income in 2 hours a day and do it in the pockets of my day. I don't have to sit down and punch a clock. The community and fellowship. Yep, that's a big one. Being able to have like-minded people, right? Because that's one of the things that stops people from having success in anything, right? Think about going to the gym. Think about if you wanted to start running or riding a bike. Like, hey man, you want to start working out with me? Yeah, you're going to be more successful when you've got people to lock arms with. Just like starting your own business. If you had a mentor in real estate, like it's easier to stay plugged in and learn from them, learn from their mistakes, learn from things that worked for them. It's the same thing here. You get live daily actionable mentorship, you get inside our community, you get me making $6,300 in 28 days. That's a pretty good thing to be excited about, man. That's a pretty good thing to be excited about. As a brand new beginner, a husband, a dad, doing that while you're working a full-time job on shift work, working 7/12s, taking your family to the beach multiple times, being with your family, being present, not working that overtime, going to the Discovery Center. Gunner, dailypaychampions.com. The LINK is in my bio. Okay. You can click right up here on my picture. It'll pop up here. You can smash on it again. Okay. I can walk you through it right here. Right. Let me flip this around and show you. Okay. Let's see if we can get this adjusted here. Right. That dailypaychampions.com. You'll see my face here sitting in the living room. You drop your email in here. It's going to take you to this next page. You'll see a short video from me. I need to update it. I was wearing a hoodie, and apparently I've lost a few pounds since then. My face was a little fluffier then. I guess that was January 21st, right before my birthday. Okay. You can see some different success stories in here, like Savannah, $1,800 day watching my son's baseball tournament because of a system working for me 24/7. Daniil, $10,000 March, $10,000 March, completely smashed. Right, $1,500 dings. That dings. That's just you get a notification on your phone from your payment processor, like Square or Stripe, making right. You get a notification. She made $1,500. Marcia, $1,350 in a day. Another $2,000 day. Right, $5,000 in 8 days. So far, $600 times seven, $4,200. This is my second month. Looks like 3 to 4 weeks should be $5,000 to $6,000 this week. I'm 64, so I guess this program retired me, right? But you can click on that blue button. It'll take you to the next page. You can learn more about the automated system, how it's going to work for you 24/7. But here's where we go right here. This blue button right there. Bam. Now it's going to take you here onto my website, right? You get this website built for you for $39. It is 95% done for you. You plug and play your own domain name into it. $1,800 in one day driving home from work the other day. That's awesome, man. Jacob, I appreciate the follow. Right. You can go through here. You can click on this guy right here. Yep. I want the legacy builder, the $900. I want all four streams of income. I want that all the mentorship, all the coaching. You can pay now. You can click down here. You can look at the PAY options. I'll show this real quick before the talk bots don't like me, right? You can click on like Klarna. Click right there on the learn more. Look, you can get it for as low as $55.72 a month. You can pay it all at once, $900. You can make 3 payments of 307, 4 payments 225. There's all kinds of options you can do, right? There's Klarna, there's Cash App, there's Afterpay. You can just pay with the card and pay it all at once. I didn't even know there were payment options. Like I just put it on a credit card because I knew one sale would recoup that investment, and then I was going to be in profit mode. And honestly, I thought, man, if I can just make my money back and learn some things, it'll be really cool. But if I could turn this into $900 months, that means I can get some of that time back that I was out mowing yards. If I can start turning it into $900 weeks, we can start getting a hold of our credit card debt. We can get the cars paid off early. We can start putting money back in that vacation fund, so I'm not out mowing yards to create that extra money, that's spending money for vacation. And honestly, when I started, I knew a year from then our oldest son was about to start college, and we weren't financially prepared to help him go to college. And we didn't want him to start off college racking up student loans. Right? We thought he was going to go play baseball, but some injuries set him back, and he didn't want to do that. Right? So you can get started today. After you pay that, it'll take you to the next screen. You'll pay your $39 admin fee for the website. And if you're on my live tonight and you start at that $900 program, even on PAY plans, I will reimburse you that $39 website fee. Retirement fund, Paul, college fund, emergency fund, absolutely, man. Right? How many times in life do we work, save a little each paycheck? And we finally look at the bank account. We're like, hey, man, we got some money in there. And what happens? The car breaks down. In a couple of months, we go to kick on the heater. It doesn't want to run. We got to call somebody out. It's $1,200. Something happens with the plumbing. Somebody's got to go have an emergency root canal. You got to have an MRI. You got to have surgery on your shoulder. Like these are all real life. Like just in the last month, my daughter had to have an emergency root canal that they didn't take our insurance up front. So we had to dish out the full amount up front. Didn't have to worry about it because I had started an online business a year ago and I had that income coming in. And then turn around that week, I had to have an emergency, or not emergency, I had to have an MRI on my shoulder. So I had to pay our copay on it. Now in December, after our turnaround at work, I'm going to have to go have shoulder surgery. There's going to be some morning money dished out. Used to, we were just putting it on payment plans or putting it on a credit card, paying it off over time, paying high interest on it. But now we've got that extra income coming in that we don't have to worry about it. We've got that peace of mind knowing, hey, because this business is running 24/7, because I've learned to attract customers to me and I don't have to bug my friends and family and my coworkers. I can build a following in the online space, build the right following, people that want what I have to offer, and I can lock arms with them and help them start having their own $900 days, start building their own emergency funds, start building their college funds for their kids, start building their retirement funds. Imagine being like Brian, getting off work, driving home after a 12-hour shift and having $1,800 hit your notifications, going to hit your bank account, making 100% profit. Right? And here's the thing, like you can learn all about it. You can hope, you can do the same thing I did. You can sit there and go, man, it sounds great for them. I just don't know if it'll work for me. You can say enough's enough. I'm tired of watching other people make money in the online space and I want a piece of that pie. Right? And being consistent, being coachable. I see too many people that get in here and they want to do it on their own and they don't plug into the community. They don't, like there's a direct correlation in people that engage in the community, that like other people's posts, that comment, that soak up that information. They get on those live mentorship calls from 6 and 7 figure earners. They plug into that daily 5-minute video, things like that, because it's real easy to take a day off, and a day turns into a week, and a week turns into a month. And pretty soon you go, it just didn't work for me. Mm-hmm. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Absolutely, Paul. Right? If what you've been doing for the last 20 years isn't giving you the life that your family deserves to live, do you honestly think doing the same thing for the next 20 years, working for the same job, hoping for a big promotion, hoping for a big raise, is going to get you something different in the next 20 years? Right. And I'm not, my wife said that'll preach. I'm not trying to preach at you. Like, I hope I shake some people up a little bit. I hope I shake their thinking up because I needed that in my life. I needed somebody to say, hey, if what you're doing is not getting it done, you think doing it for the next 20 years that something's going to change? You think maybe if I change jobs and I can get a $20,000 a year raise, you break that up over a year and you pay taxes on it and you put some percent of that in retirement and this and that, and it doesn't feel like you're making that much more money. And groceries go up and insurance goes up and car prices go up, fuel prices go up, and it doesn't feel like you've done anything different to get ahead. And now you're doing that same thing. You're looking for something else. You're looking for something else. And all we've known is punching a clock, trading hours for dollars, and it's not getting it done. That system is designed to keep us doing the same thing, showing up day in and day out for 40 years, making just enough to keep you there, but never really getting ahead in life. But you can do this in the pockets of your day. You can do this while you still have a full-time job, right? You can do this just like me starting Monday, going to be working 12 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week. I can still fit it into the pockets of my day and know that this website's going to be working for me, know that those automated emails are going to be working for me. So when somebody goes to my website because they want some more information about their own online business, they saw my live and they want some hope in their life too. And they say, hey, I want to go look at it with my own eyes, dig into it. Now they're going to start getting an email from me every day. And it's got some other information. And it's got my story in it. It's got a link to my free community where they can get in and learn some more. They can get in there and ask some questions. They can even respond to those emails and it goes straight to my email and I can write them back. Right? But I know that I don't have to live in the DMs. I don't have to live on the phone with people because this system is doing the heavy lifting for me. It's always directing people back to my website, showing them how they can earn 100% profit on a done for you digital business, how to grow a following, how to grow an email list, how to start attracting daily paying $900 customers. And not every day is a $900 day, but just every third day, still $109,500 a year doing it in 2 hours a day. Like you're not going to make $109,000 at a job working 2 hours a day. And even if you could, they're still going to want you to be here. Hey, this 2 hours a day, you got to be here and do this. This, you can take 5 minutes and record a 7-second video where you're not even talking, put some words on the screen, hashtags and some trending music, and send it out. Now it's out there working for you. You do that 3 times a day. People get into they say, hey, I'm ready to learn some more. Like, I'm tired of watching people make money online. I'm tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of not having the emergency fund. I'm tired of looking at our kids' college fund going, there's no way we're going to be able to pay for college. Whatever it is that is that pain for you that keeps you up at night, that wakes you up in the middle of the night thinking about it. When you're driving down the road and you're like, and we just got an electricity bill that's like double what we normally get. How are we going to pay for that this month? Those things, this is a way to start creating income from your phone anywhere as long as you have an internet connection and social media. And you already have a phone, you already have social media, and you already have an internet connection because you're on here. Right? You can take that, use that for free, make a one-time investment in a program that's going to teach you the skills to attract customers to you, teach you how to make 100% profit with an automated system, teach you step by step how to create content, how to attract your customers, and doing it all in 2 hours a day. You get better and better, and you start growing that. And then maybe you start getting into affiliate marketing and you start sharing some of that and you start creating multiple streams there. Now you got $300 coming in here from digital products. Maybe you go create your own digital products. Like a year ago, I would never have thought about this, but me and my wife were talking the other day, and work's crazy, right? Corporate world. And she's like, today has just been a dumpster fire. And so we were talking a little bit. And I was like, hey, watch this. From what I've learned inside the digital marketing program, I can use AI to create a digital coloring book page. So I told it what I wanted it to do. It creates this digital coloring book page that's a dumpster on fire, and it's got like a CEO with a microphone, and it's got like a Teams chat meeting on a computer, and it's got another one that says like KPIs, key performance indicators, all the business stuff. The dumpster's on fire, and there's all this stuff. Right? I was like, literally, we can make a coloring book with AI in an hour, and you could turn around and sell that digital copy of that coloring book, a digital product. It's just not, you don't have to pay somebody to print it because it's digital and people get instant access. And I was like, babe, we could make this. You could market it with these strategies and these techniques and sell it for $14.97. You sell 1,000 of them, that's $1,497. You sell 10,000 of them, that's 14,000, almost $15,000. You could create your own digital products. This program teaches you those things. It gives you over 200 digital product ideas to create yourself. I just didn't have time in the beginning. I didn't think I had time in the beginning. But once I learned how to use systems to work for me, create multiple streams of income, that's when everything changed. And I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it too. You just have to be coachable and consistent and willing to probably do something outside of your comfort zone, like I did. Creating content was not comfortable. But now, like I show up not for me, but I show up for other busy dads that need to know that you can make money in online space too. And I want to lock arms with you. And I want you to get inside my free community. I want you to take advantage of my free coaching for a lifetime. I want you to plug into the training inside the program because I want you to have the freedom to be able to take the vacation without having to shrink your vacation down to your budget. I want you to be able to lay your head down at night knowing that you're debt free. I want you to be able to lay your head down at night knowing that if something happens to the air conditioner, like it stinks, but we got the money to cover it. And maybe for you it's just $1,000 a month, but maybe for you it's $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. You could be like my mentor Ashley. She was a wife, a mom, a nurse. They wanted $600 a month to pay for their car payment and school tuition for their daughter, elementary school tuition. Within 2 months, she had replaced her nursing income. She walked away from nursing. She got to be a stay-at-home mom. Started having $5,000 to $10,000 months on a repeat. Now she's created other streams of income through coaching and other things. Like what you learn inside here, and you learn how to monetize social media. So now you can monetize multiple social medias. You can reach different people on different platforms. Like the sky is the limit in the online space, and you can do it in just a couple hours a day. And you can do it in the pockets of your day because you don't have to create all the content at one time. You don't have to post it all at one time. You don't have to sit down for 2 hours and punch a clock. All right. I have been on way too long tonight. Family's eating dinner. I'm about to hop off. If you have any questions, best way to get a hold of me is respond to that email. Okay. Get inside my community. That second email I will send you has a link to my community, Digital Champion Dads. Okay. Get inside there, shoot me a message, ask me some questions. I'll get you pointed in the right way. Okay. And like I said, if you get started on that top $900 program, because you were on my live, shoot me a message. Say, hey, I was on your live. I want to take advantage of it. I'm going to reimburse you that $39 website fee. Okay. Paul, we'll holler at you tomorrow evening, man. I look forward to it. Hey, I appreciate y'all spending some time with me. I know y'all have got busy lives. Y'all have a good one. I got 6 new followers off that. Burp, burp. Burp, 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 burp. I got 6 followers off that one. Is that good? 6. It's not real good, but it's better than 0. 6 more than I had.